grind. I was looking out for family. I was looking out the fastest. I was coming out the baddest. I was cooking, I was trapping. I was looking for the balance. I was looking through the basket. Now my stomach looked the fattest. Big old bookers full of carrots, like my enemy. Still I can't see how this can happen. I saw a friend in need. I just can't turn around and go back with shit that meant to leave. I just can't turn around and look backwards, there ain't shit to see. I bumped my head so many times, I done seen so many signs. I done dreamed so many lives, I done seen so many eyes. Somebody prayed for the one grave, when you done seen so many
eyes. Oh shit. Mic check, microphone check. Just like that, I'm back for another episode. I thought I was done. Nah, I didn't think I was done. I'm lying. I didn't think I was done. I just had something going on the last 2 days, so I ain't been on here in 2 days. Man, I hope y'all miss me, but hey, it's still time for you to wake your ugly ass up. Let's get out of bed and work on some of these ideas we have stuck inside our head. And it's still dark outside, but you're officially live at 5:55 with the guy. And I am BearFeezie. This is episode 134 of your motivation, your morning inspiration, and your daily words of encouragement. And I go live every day just to, give us some news that we can use and some game to help us refrain from being lame. Because it's a lot of shit on the internet that I feel like lowers our vibrations or decreases our confidence and our level of drive, our level of assurance in ourselves. And, good morning to my wife. It's a lot of stuff that, just doesn't, give us that boost of energy that we need. So I go live early in the morning just to, keep us that, give us a little oomph in our step before we go out and about our days. And I wanted to start today, man, by saying that you can get it done. You can accomplish anything that you put your mind to. You can do it. If you really want to do it, all you have to do is put in the consistent steps, the effort, and be who you want to be just every day. Honestly, that's where a lot of folks stop at. They start stopping. And you can get it done every day, man. So stop playing. Stop playing, man. This morning I wanted to talk about depression because a lot of times, I know y'all see all this facial hair that I got. A lot of times I get in this mode. Good morning, kinfolk. How they do, brother? I hope all is well, man, on your end, man. I'm up and at it, staying at it, staying active. Yes, sir. A lot of times I get in this mode like every year where I just let my facial hair grow and just feeling myself out, figuring myself out. Just start looking within and just stop worrying about, like my outside appearance. And it's usually what I felt like was a depression, which is kind of what it is. But, for once, as a man, that's another conversation. As a man, you can't say that you're depressed. You can't say that, man, I'm just not feeling it. You really, you can, but anything you going through, bro, you just got to suck it up. That's, you got to suck it up and go for it. And, you can find another brother that you feel or hopefully you got a wife that you can talk to, Hopefully you got a woman, a lady that you can talk to and that understands where you're coming from. But most of the time, you don't. Most of the time, you just got to suck it up and, man, go for what you know. But what I'm saying, I said all that to say is that a lot of us are in a depressed state. I was talking to my wife this morning. A lot of us are depressed as, how we moving. A lot of us just have given up mentally, and we're still moving, but mentally we just don't feel like, man, fuck this shit. I'm just moving. At this point, it's like a robotic movement. Like, I know I gotta go to work, and the shit that we gotta do, but anything extra, anything to be extraordinary, like I'm just fine with this ordinary life. Like all that extra shit, you know what I mean? Because to be extraordinary, the only difference is the little extra that you put on it. You know what I mean? The waking up at 5 in the morning, like you ain't got to be to work to 8. You know what I mean? You stay 20 minutes from the job, but you getting up at 5 because it's some shit that you really want to be. You understand? And like, and the extra, the little part of extra that you got to put on it, nigga, like fuck that. I ain't doing shit that I ain't gotta do. I'm just, you know what I mean? I'm the dieting, the extra workout, the reading, the studying, fuck it. You know what I mean? When you think about doing some shit that's not paying, oh, it's not paying me? Oh no. You know what I mean? And I honestly feel like that's what God talking about when he say, you know, you can be in the world but not of the world, because we don't let this dollar consume our mindset to where we don't move if we're not getting paid. If it's not a profit in it for us or something in it for us, and the dollar is not honestly of God, like a man, the dollar is man-made. Somebody done put that in between us to like separate themselves, you know, from folk to try to make them feel, you know, that's some type of self-esteem boost for folks who need it. Like, you know, because there's a lot of folks, if they ain't got no money, they spirit is low. If they ain't got no money, and I understand you definitely need a dollar to take care of yourself in America. You need some money, so don't think I'm saying you don't need no money. You need it, but a lot of folks, you know, when they get some money, they true color show. And they start acting funny, and they start talking down on certain folks and thinking they more than and you less than, and it just do something to their spirit, and that's how a lot of folks move. But what I'm saying is, it's something in you that's, you know what I mean, that's priceless. It's something in you that's worth more than money. You know what I mean? God has blessed you with something in you and how you treat folks, and it's gonna be it's something that you gotta find and that you gotta search, because America will make us move like that. America will make us move to like, man, hey, worry about your money. And it is something that you have to worry about, but I've been taught here lately, man, that you have to focus on your impact versus your income. Now, the income is a good factor. You want to make sure you bringing in something and taking care of your family and, you know, taking care of your responsibilities for sure. But your focus should be on the impact. How are you impacting the people that are around you? What type of person are you to other folks? Or do people love to be around you? Or are you a blessing just in your existence? Like, I don't have to give you $20. I can give you some information where you can go and make your own money. I can give you a word where you feel encouraged, you feel inspired, and tomorrow you know what I mean? Or later on when you get off the phone call with me, you gonna feel like you worth $1 million. And when you step into the interview, or you open the doors to your business, or you start your online website where you feel your worth. You understand who you are and the value that you bring to your family, to society, to the world. And honestly, that's worth more, you know. So your impact and what you give off, the energy that you give, and that's because energy does not die. Science will tell you that energy does not die. It's just transferred from person or from thing to thing. So the energy that you give off, people pick that up. And when they pick up, is it a poor energy that you give off? And when folks leave you, they feel drained. They feel, damn, I don't like, what was wrong with him? Like, he got me feeling down. Or, you know, when they leave off you, leave from around you, is it a positive energy, a positive aura? Man, I feel like I can run through a brick wall. I feel inspired. I feel encouraged. You know what I mean? I feel like God's child. I feel like, you know what I mean, whatever was in him is in me. And that's the energy, and that's the priceless aura that we got to have when we going about in the world, because people are going through a lot, man. Like I said, people are in a depressed state, and, you know, gas prices are high. The price of living is increasing. It's feeling like we're at odds with all these countries. It's feeling like it's finna be this and that, and everything is honestly negative. It makes you feel like, man, damn, it's finna happen. It's finna be the end of the world. But I want you to understand, I don't believe it's finna be the end of the world, as in humans' existence. It's finna be the end of that world that you should not be a part of. When he say be in the world but not of it, it's finna be the world that the devil has had control over. It's finna be the end of that reign, the end of that dynasty, the end of the oppression that's been going on here by 450 years. That's just real wicked. That's the world that's finna end. I don't want you to think that humans not finna exist no more. I don't believe it. You know what I mean? That's just, I'm just giving, that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm feeling. But the world that we know is finna be the end of the world as we know it. And now the question is that who's finna rule the new world? Or you just finna cower in the corner and you know what I mean, and let some other folks step up, and you know, once the new rulers are about, you know what I mean, or you waiting for somebody to float down out the sky and get it all right, and you waiting for somebody to float down and get everything in order for you, and you ain't got to do nothing, and then you pop back out. I knew he was coming. You waiting for somebody to just float down or rise up and get you. Like, I don't want everybody to be spooked about something that's, you know, that's not gonna happen. You finna have to reflect and look at your life, and it's gonna take some real soldiers and some real boots on the ground, some real action for us to get it back under control. Don't think you just finna sit back and just stay at your job and come home and never have to put in no work in the streets, and never have to pour into somebody, and never have to get your hands dirty and actually do what God needs us to do to make this world a better place. So I need you to reflect on your life and look at yourself and see what you need to do to improve, and how you can help the world become the world that you want to raise your kids in. The world where we can just leave our babies outside playing, and we ain't got to worry about nobody coming through in the truck and scooping them up, and they just outside just having a good time, enjoying the sun. So it's really going to take us to really put our minds together and really put our efforts in order and bring the world that we dream of, the heaven that we talk about. It's really going to take some true and real efforts from us in order to get this world in alignment, man. So the responsibility is on me. And that's why I get up. That's what makes me get up every day. And the responsibility is on we, for all those that are like-minded, to get in line and to do what we're supposed to do. So, man, you hold that responsibility. Look at your life. Because God has blessed us with all these talents and gifts and stuff that we can pour back out into the world, and we're not using it. We're asleep on it. We just, you know, go out, get us a bottle of wine, and come in and scroll on Netflix, and that's not what life consists of. Because all that He has poured into us, we're responsible for giving it to our people. So, man, let's be everything that we can be. Facts. You are the greatest investment. And it's time to cash in. It's time to be everything that God has placed us here to be, man. So stop being shy. Stop acting like you don't know what God has placed in you. And it's time that I be able to look at you and see a reflection of the God that you say you believe in. Because, hey, when your work is minimum, I don't want you to expect too much. I am BearFeezie. This has been another episode of Live at 555. And I want you to do more than just think about it and hope for a better place and just wish the world was better. I want you to put your work in and put your efforts in, and let's all come together and make sure this world reflects what we want it to be and what God has put us here to have control of have power and dominion. and let's come together and make sure this place is what it should be. If you are doing what you're supposed to be doing, keep stepping how you stepping. You're supposed to see me live on this platform every day, 5:55 in the morning. And some days I slack because I think Friday the power was out when I came home. And Saturday I didn't get home till like 7 in the morning, so I didn't go live. But hey, there is no excuse. Either you want to be successful or you don't. And if you do want to be successful, I need you to do more than act like it. You need to work like it. Peace.